Now it's your turn to find and state an inequality whose solution set would be the graph that was given below. If you have not completed this problem on your own first, please stop the video, return to your lecture notes packet, and attempt this question on your own. Once completed, please return to the video to check your solution. To come up with the inequality that matches this graph, we begin by starting out with slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. The first thing to do is to ignore the shading, but focus on the line that separates the shaded from unshaded side. In particular, I see that that line goes through the point 0, -2. That tells us that our y-intercept is 0, -2, or in terms of our inequality, our b value should be -2. The second thing to do is to find 2 points on this line so that we can use them to count out the slope. We have a point at 0, -2. I also see another point that falls on the grid at -9, +2. If I count out the slope from -9, 2 over to 0, -2, I see I'm going to go right 3 tick marks, and I'm going to go down 2 tick marks. What we always need to be attentive to is the scale used on either axis. On the x-axis, while I did move 3 tick marks, if you look at the scale on the x-axis, it's going by threes, 3, 6, 9. So in moving right 3 tick marks, I really moved right 9 units. Similarly, in moving down 2 tick marks on the y-axis, I notice that the scale on the y-axis is 2, 4, 6. So in moving down 2 tick marks, I really moved down 4 units. So this tells me my slope is actually -4 over 9, or -4/9. We can now replace the m in our equation with the slope of the line that we've just found, -4/9. The final step is to replace the equation with the appropriate inequality symbol. In picking any point on this line, I notice that the shading is below that point. That tells me my inequality will be a less than. The second part of the inequality is whether it's a less than or a less than or equal to. Because this is a dashed line, the dashed line indicates we do not want to include any points on the line as solutions, which means we do not want to have an or equal to in our inequality. So the correct inequality here would be y is less than -4/9x minus 2.